G'day and welcome back to Duxilla Gaming and Haut-Beyleron. Yes, we are back after our disastrous episode in the last episode where we were trying to get herbicide sorted. We couldn't get herbicide sorted. We couldn't do the harvest because of the wet weather. Well, just an hour or so after the last one, as in game time, we've now got no rain. We've now collected all our herbicide. We also did find the sell point that we already had for the herbicide. We installed that, so we've topped up our tank. So we're going to get the herbicide over to the grapes and the olives, and that's the first thing we're going to do. So let's just get started, because we've then got the harvest to get started as well. So let's just kick it on and get everything done so we can move on with our work. Right. Hope everyone's doing well. We're doing really well here today, and looking forward to cracking in and getting some harvest done. Take the scanner with a full load. It's almost a full load. So basically I collected all the herbicide tanks that we had. I didn't have to buy any more tanks. We're over at the shop. I then found the spawn, or the purchase point. I installed that over near the shop, filled up to a point, about 120,000 litres, thereabouts roughly, and then drove over and collected the rest of the pallets of herbicide. And it took us to 99%. So what I guessed as my loading from the supply point was pretty close to spot on. So we're going to take this over. Now the grapes and the olive greenhouses take 100,000 litres of herbicide. So basically what I'm going to do is I've got 150,000 litres thereabouts. So I'm going to put about 75,000 thereabouts, give or take, into each. And that will at least kick them off and get started. So we'll start producing olives and grapes. So what are we going to do with the olives and grapes? Well, the grapes are going to be used for obviously the winery to make wine, and also for the factory to make the other fruit salad, the fruit salad with grapes. So that's fine. Insofar as the olives are going to be used to make olive oil, for the want of anything else, and it'll also go into that olive oil will then go into making things like the pasta and pasta sauces and potato chips or whatever else we end up making using the olive oil. Now, the other thing we can use some of the grapes for is making the raisins, which we can utilise to make the cereal as well. Again, another production point that we haven't actually utilised and made anything from yet. So we have got that as well. That's interesting. There's been an update to the map from the 1.8.1 and it's buggered up everything. So I'm going to have to go in and clear everything off. I wondered why the signs were back. As you know, that building is back. Right, so I didn't check that. So yeah, the 1.8.1 restored some elements of the map. So that means also possibly my adjustments to the cow pens and stuff will be changed. So I'm going to have to go after this episode and go check all that out, because that's going to stuff me up entirely. Alright, hopefully it's only minimal. Alright, that was good timing. Right, so let's go and drop off some herbicide here. This is for the grapes. This greenhouse here is the grapes. And hopefully we'll get an offload trigger. Herbicide is not accepted here. Well, it is, because it takes bloody... It needs herbicide. Where are... Oh, maybe... No, it's a filling point. You didn't tell me I can't offload it from here. Oh, man, if I've got to offload it with pallets, that's going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to be really, really angry. That's a load point, not an offload point. Oh. Best laid plans of my cement. Okay. Can I? Okay. Right, it definitely takes herbicide. Right, let's have a look. Right, so it definitely takes herbicide, but it's obviously expecting it from pallets, not from the truck. Man, that is such a pain in the butt. Oh, I wonder if it goes over here with the liquid water. In the off chance. Ah, it does. Alright. Okay, that's fine. We can live with that. So what we're going to do is get into that 75,000. Cool. We're going to do my heading that was. Okay, that'll do. We got herbicide in there. Herbicide in with the grapes. And now we should find that they're running, and they are. So, that's excellent. Now, I'm going to put a water tank in. I haven't done that yet. Hopefully that will, here, water tank. I'm going to put that, where am I going to put that? I'm not going to open the door, so let's see if that helps it. So it should start loading up the water a bit better. Hopefully. We'll see. I'll come back and revisit that a little bit later, but hopefully that water tank there will actually help, like it does the other greenhouse. Including the other greenhouses, it continually loads up with water. All right, that's that disaster sorted. So we're now producing grapes and olives. Supposedly, let's have a quick look. Grapes. Yep, excellent. And down here we should have olives. Yep. All right, and smashed it. Okay, let's go over and start our harvest. Right, so here we go. So this is our Lizard 450, and we are going to get our harvest going as quick as we can. So what I want to do is I want to do course by course. Here we go, and I'm going to create the job. There we go. We're going to pick a place in the field there. Right, I'm going to do 3 headlands. I'm going to do sharp. That should be fine. Up, down, row angle. Let's see what that does. Right, I probably want 0, generate. There we go. That looks okay to me. Right, let's get him cracking. So first waypoint and start. Now I'm also going to set him up to stop while unloading, combine self unload. That's all set to go, ready to go. All right, excellent. All right, he's going to hold up, travel 10 meters like they normally do, and then continue on. Now, the interesting part is he may not get all the way back around here to offload as well, because it is such a large field. So we'll see. See what happens. Goes, and we're just going to park ourselves here like so. Right, we're going to put our pipe out ready to go, and there you go, have at it. All right, excellent. So next is this guy here. All right, what we're going to do is we are going to just grab tractor here. Oh, it was already running. My bad, I didn't turn it off. Right, so we're going to move this up. Yeah. There we go. All right, shut you off. Right, and what we're going to do is we're going to go and start harvesting. All right, and off we go. So we're going to do this one manually, at least for the headers. Then we might put the hired hands in the shot. So we're going to get the harvest done. Why is he stopped? hope he continues on. Right. Things just want to play havoc with me at the moment. Right. Okay, so so let's talk about 1.8.1 or whatever it is that has dropped with Giants. I meant to talk about it the last episode, but I haven't. Now, I know there's a couple of people that expect me to rant. I did make it known in Discord that I probably was going to rant, but I've since sort of thought about 1.8.1, the problems we've had with its release. And really, Giants, from what I can tell so far, haven't broken anything per se from 1.8. Obviously, they've broken my amendments to the map because they've overwritten, made changes to Haut-Beyleron and to Trac, I reckon. And that'll be based upon the fact that they've updated the signage. Okay, so all their signs on the map and stuff like that. And that's on me. That's fine. That's a risk I take away from my modding the source file. So, for instance, for Haut-Beyleron here, I've actually modded the actual base map. I haven't actually made a copy and made it as a mod. I've actually modified the actual Giants version. So that's fine. That's on me. And I'm happy enough that I got aware of that. And I will fix that. Now, the rest of the stuff that was broken was things like a lot of the script mods. So easy development controls, the lumberjack mod. There's a whole pile of things that were broken because of changes to the code or tweaks to the code or whatever else. And that's not, well, it is on Giants, but it's not. I mean, this is where Giants needs, and we've said this thousands of times, Giants needs to embrace its modders. Now, Giants are well aware of what the most popular mods are on the mod hub. Okay? So it goes without saying. I know for a fact the Easy Development Controls mod by GTS is an extremely popular mod. Okay? Because it provides you with all the tools you need to manipulate the game and the map and everything as you see fit. There's a lot of people that use it. Okay? So when you're applying your changes and you know the code is going to break something in relation to some of the mods, script mods and stuff like that, well, I would suggest that Giants, you need to do some regression testing, remediation testing, to make sure that you have or haven't broken things. If you have got to the point where you've broken something, let the modder know. Like, embrace it and bring them in. So give them an early shot at your code, or tell them what's changing the code so they can prep the mod so it's ready. As soon as you release the update, you've already got the mod update there as well, so it becomes a seamless update for your users, for your customers. That would just make a difference. I know it's not necessarily always achievable, but it's not as if you've ever made an attempt to do that and embrace your modders in that regard. So perhaps you should actually rethink that and consider doing something like that. I guess if you want to look at the other side of the fence, the purest view of it, the majority of Giants customers are console players. The majority of Giants players don't have those script mods. So therefore, by that logic, the majority of the players wouldn't have had their mod break from 1.8.1. Now, I don't know for a fact, I'd have to check this up, I don't know for a fact whether the Easy Development Script mod, for instance, does run on console. I think it probably doesn't, but it may well also run on console. I don't know. I haven't checked it out. I don't play on console, even though I do have it on console. I basically refuse to play it on console. But in any case, I think that's part of their reasoning. It's like, well, it's only the script mod, which is basically for the PC and the Mac players, so that's not our broadest customer base, so it's not the majority of the customers going to be. But look, that's fine. I get it. Okay, fine. I'm not going to tear to shreds over it, really, because the end of the day, you do. And at the end of the day, you've shown you don't really care about your PC players and Mac players. You don't really care too much about your modders. Let's face it. What I'm going to tear you to shreds about is you still have not fixed the contracts. There are still things that are broken in this game. Some things with some of the mods have been broken since, with some of the elements of the game have been broken since release, and you still have not fixed them. You are a bunch of lazy ass incompetent fools. Sorry, but there's no other excuse for it. It is a well-published fact about the contract. Many people have been bitching and complaining about the contract being broken, and I'm not just meaning good mate JJ. Frithgar has recently got in and mentioned about the contract being broken. And you look at the forums, there's forum threads dedicated to it where there's a lot of people bitching and complaining about the fact that we broke the contract and it's not been fixed. As we call, and I've basically worked out the part of the props that doesn't matter, I'll just move on. You need to fix this shit, John. I mean, come on. I mean, surely you can't really be, number one, that incompetent. Number two, just ignoring the fact you broke something and the customer base wants you to fix it and you just putting your heads in the sand, not going to fix it. Or is it just the fact that you've broken it so bad that you don't know how to fix it? If it is, come out and say it. Come out and tell everyone, tell your community that you've broken the contracts and you can't fix it. I mean, a bit of honesty goes a long way. But you know what? It ain't going to happen. I know that. And we just all need to resign ourselves to the fact that the contract's going to be broken, and just hope the modding community, the mods that are out there, and I mean I use the better contracts mod, for instance. For those that do want to use the contracts a lot more than what, for instance, I do, that perhaps it gives them enough gameplay that they can be happy to continue to play. But you know what? I find it unlikely that it's going to happen. Anyway. Alright. Anyway. What more can we do? Right, now he's stopped again. This is going to be... Right, so what we're going to do is I've decided that combine just has... We've tried it with many other builds, and we've had the same sort of issue where it's stuck and it doesn't want to continue. I'm going to go over here and see if I can get it going. But it just does not want to play well. Now it's not crossplay because I know crossplay isn't playing up to that. So well, it probably is linked to crossplay, I guess, in a way, because if I do that, I can continue. I can just. What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably retire this combine and we'll go from there. But this is just annoying. Going to annoy the crap out of me. Oh, in fact, actually, let's I'm just going to put it on hired hand and just see how that goes. So we'll just let it go on hired hand and see if it stops the water. I'll let him go for a bit. Alright, I'm going to run back over here. Get back to my combine. Alright, and in fact I'm going to run this guy on hired hand now. Because we can. We need to. There are other things we can be doing. Right, so we're going to get him. He's going to continue with the harvest. He's going on. Right, so that's okay. Alright, what I want to do next is I want to check out my cows and everything and make sure we've got everything okay here. So I have got, we've got 26,000 litres of milk. Everything else is okay, but I'm probably going to collect the milk and take it back over to the dairy. So let's, right, now this guy here, he's actually got tanks full of digestate. So what I will do is I'll take the digestate as well and see if we can fill that over into our fertiliser production. It'll be fine. Milk on this side. Come on, duck, wake up. Okay, quiet. Is just everything trying to screw me around today? Go and try the other out pin. Now, I'm sure these trailers take milk. I know they do. So why aren't you loading up? Oh, I tell you what, man, this is really starting to give me the irrits. Right, let's have a look. In here, milk. Right, they definitely are supposed to take milk. Now, why aren't you taking milk? That is a bigger question. There's definitely milk in here, right? So they got milk. That just does not want to take it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect that trailer. That trailer there does, so it's the front trailer that has, okay. Alright, that's probably why it's not taking the milk. Right. Let's bring him into there like that. There we go. Right, that was just my incompetence. Right, my apologies. Alright, so I've got the milk in the rear trailer. So we'll go fill the rear trailer from the other out pen and then we'll head on over and offload. Ah, dear. I think I'm frazzled. I think the between the herbicide, the harvesting, now the milk, I'm just frazzled. I need another holiday. Right. There we go. Let out the milk. There we go. Right. Now. I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll offload first. We won't worry about filling up the dairy. We're going to offload. So, our Lizard combine is still working. Our New Holland combine is still working. So that's okay. Maybe it is a combination of horseplay and the fields. I don't know. We'll have to have a look at that in earnest, I guess. Right, up we go. So yeah, so getting back to Giants, I think that 1.8.1, the issues that were caused by that, while not technically broken by Giants, obviously they did break it. Why they changed the code, I mean, I guess we won't really know. I did see some things it was to make better calls for some of the code, and I understand that. That's fine. But yeah, I think a bit more information to your modders and your user base would probably be beneficial. Right. Anyway, no real major rant. I'm not. Well, I mean, I could rant about the platinum pack, but I don't see there's any point of that. I'm not going to do that. But yeah, have at it, guys. So I guess realistically, I do hope their platinum pack and that does actually do okay. I don't know. I don't know how much the player base really wants it. There's a lot of the player base that's being vocal saying they don't want to, they don't want it. So I mean, I guess time will tell ultimately, but it's just bizarre. It really is that it's just. It's farming simulator, guys, not forestry simulator or fucking mining simulator or construction simulator or whatever else. But anyway. All right, where are we at? So, okay, he's over there. He's doing well. That's good. He's still going through. No, I'm going to stop him right there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue him back on his route and just see what happens from there. Because he's also close to full, so he doesn't need to get back to flow. It's not as if the header is stuck on the ground. So yeah, I don't know what it's doing. I'd like for it to actually do what it's supposed to do. But anyway. One thing about this thing, it does turn on the phone very easily, so it does make this functionality work a lot better. Take that prop. Not that, I mean, it doesn't anyway, because when it's under AI control and horseplay control, it doesn't take the prop out of the horse structures on, prop structures on. So, anyway, it won't wipe out the props anyway. Like so, there, it's not going to wipe the prop out. Whereas if I was actually driving it myself, it would, because the prop structures on. It's just taking as close to the product as possible. That's okay. We'll live with that. Alright, I'm going to go check the other combine. See how he's going now. Right, he's full. I'll turn off the AI. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do that. I'm going to continue him on, and we're going to just offload him. He's almost finished this field now. He's done quite a good job there. Just offload him. And then he'll just continue on, which is good. Right, we're going to run over here. We're going to see how he goes with his offloading. We haven't really given him a lot of room, and he stopped down there. Right. Well, we're gonna have to intervene. So, Crossbow hasn't done a really great job. It sounds like he's still trying to drive. Right, see, now that was different. See, I've taken out some of the crop by just driving it. Whereas it so it's going to fold up the header just so I can turn it easier. Then this is the advantage with this. Nice and simple turn. Offload. And we should be able to just send him straight back. Now he's running out of fuel too, so we're going to have to bring the fuel tender over and refuel him. We've still got a fair bit of work here to do, so I think in tomorrow's game day we'll be finishing off this harvest. We'll take another 2 episodes effectively, get the harvest complete for this field. That one over there will be finished, if not by the end of today's game day. So finishing. Now, generally what we do is we'll play through a little bit further to about normally 6:30, 7 o'clock game time, and then we stop harvesting whatever else, and then we fast forward through the night and stuff. So I think he'll probably finish before the end of the day over there with the soybeans. That'll be okay. Go back to the last waypoint. send him off, and he should maneuver his way back over to where we were before. We'll see how he goes. No, where are you going? I said last waypoint. Where are you going? You're just going to cut through the crop, right? I think on that note, let's end the episode here because he's just going off and just doing what he wants to do. So we're going to let him go. I'm going to ignore him altogether. And check out this, see how we're going over here. There we go, look, we've got grapes. Excellent. Fantastic. Here we go, look, here we go, here we go. Look, we've got olives. We've got olives. Excellent. So they are producing olives quite quickly, which is good. And there's our grape. Excellent. So we can actually start getting them into the production chain straight away, which is fantastic. Now the water's not actually doing what we want it to do, so we're going to have to manually refill the water, so that's fine, we'll do that. And we've also got a whole pile of pallets we've got to move. I will probably move the pallets off camera between this game day and the next, and we'll just either put into storage or fill up whatever production we need to. And the same with the fruit products over here, we'll move them along as well. So that's what we'll be doing off camera. But apart from anything else, we'll come back and we'll continue on with our farming here on Haut-Beyleron with the next game day. So it'll be the 2nd day of October. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, press that like button. If you didn't, press the dislike button. That is okay. We'll also have to go out and re-edit the map, which is fine. We'll do that. But yeah, so thanks very much for watching. Don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so no matter where when new videos are available on the channel. And don't forget, most importantly, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Ducks for the Gaming and Haut-Beyleron. See you all later. Bye.